If you want to build big lateral delts like this, or like this, then this is the video for you. I reached out to my friend Alberto Nunez because 1, he's a pro natural bodybuilder, and 2, he's one of the good guys over at Team 3DMJ with Eric Helms. So enjoy the video. And yes, this is a kiwi on my shirt because fructose gains. All right, Berto, what are you gonna show me today?
Okay, so hey, I think it's the one muscle group that really makes a physique. You know, like you can sometimes like you see someone that just has cap delts and they play it. I don't know, they do track, you know, basketball, something like that makes it impressive. So it really rounds out a physique because it builds contrast between here and your waistline.
So and it's really a muscle that we don't use much because we rarely.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep. And it's weird. Like naturally, we're not gonna learn to just like do purely this. Like we're gonna find other ways to make it easier, and that's the issue with it. It's just hard to find muscle. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to find this muscle. All right. So yeah, let's go over just briefly what a lot of people do wrong. Because we hear like side raise, so they think, oh, arms have to be at your sides. But what is the issue? You impinge right away. This is as high as I can go. Like when I'm like this. So what can you do? Like if you move your arm forward a bit, you see it kind of freeze up.
Mid-scapular plane.
Yep. It frees up right here. So this is where you want to do it. You want to do it right here. The other thing is most movements, more range of motion, better, right? To an extent. With this one, you probably want to stop where your hand's at about navel level.
Okay.
And the reason for this is like you ever done like suitcase like deadlifts or something like that? It's like your rotator lights up. You end up using a lot of the elasticity there to help you bring it up. You will find that it's actually harder when you cut down the range of motion, which is like, holy crap, when does that ever happen? It happens on this movement. So we're gonna bring it down to here, and then we're gonna bring it up to here, the mid-scap level, okay?
You normally like to use kettlebells, but today we're gonna use plates, right? And why do you like using kettlebells over dumbbells? Because
the muscle attaches here, right? So what ends up happening is when you have the load here, sometimes people bring it up here, and now it becomes like zero gravity. With the kettlebell, it's hanging underneath this the whole time, so you're just in a better line with the gravity.
Yeah, so we don't have the kettlebells today, so we're just going to use the next best thing.
And these work really well. Same thing, because it's going to be hanging like a kettlebell. I like to have an arm bend, and this is because the muscle attaches here.
All right.
Right? This just makes the lever arm shorter on a movement that's already hard to progress on, right? You know how it is. It's like, man, I got these 15s, but the 20s are too hard. So by doing this, you can use a little bit more weight. It might make it easier to progress. It's like the equivalent, like if you make it too long, of like doing leg extensions and putting the pad on your toes. You would never do that. So this is the issue here. It's like too many joints away from what we're trying to target. So close it up a little bit, mid-scap plane, bring it only down to about your navel. What does this look like in practice? I'll start with probably the side view because it's the most informative, but right here. And this is about as low as I go, but I can go a little bit higher than I typically could if I was like straight to my sides. So, and feel that delt, man. It's definitely doing work.
It's pretty tense.
And you're going to see that as you fatigue, you're actually going to dip down and want to do this because the rotator will help you bring it back up into place. So yeah, it's still a movement that you're not going to be adding load to it that frequently. I personally like people to do anywhere between 10 to 20 reps. Like just commit to that load. You know that when you walk in, you have the 20-pound kettlebell, and that's what you do. And just tack on reps over time.
Cool. And what would you suggest the frequency be?
For these, I think they're super important for a complete physique. So at least twice a week, in some cases maybe even 3 times a week.
Because you do target them in overhead presses too.
You do. But it gets to the point where you just get so good at stabilizing that you need to do direct work. Like Matt Ogus, tremendous delts.
Right.
And genetically great delts. But he still does it like 3-4 times a week. So
and they're pretty small muscle groups that recovers pretty fast.
Exactly. You're not going to dig a big hole with that.
Cool. So let me give it a try real quick and see if. So you keep like a slight bend.
Oh, and look at that, they're twitching. You go a little bit higher too. There you go. And here. Right?
Yep.
for the piano keys.
If you ever had a 24-hour virus and you have to both diarrhea and
It's working.
at the same time, and you still made it out of there.
You said 15 to 20 reps?
15 to 20 reps, yeah. Hey, you're going low. Here we go. Right? Right? Makes a difference, don't it? Yeah, something's up if we're making the range of motion longer when we want to cheat.
Cool.
There you go. And that's how you do it. That's a good one. Check out, is that polio shot? Is that what that is? It's one of those, yeah.
Hey, and everybody got it.
Steroid injections.